whenever you make a timber sale, one of the things, you know, I try to say is tell people is that if you can make that sale more appealing to the buyers, if anything you can do, when we mark, we'd mark the trees and we would hit them with paint. You know, you mark the top spot and the butt spot, and we'd mark them about eye level. And I was out with some guys one time, and he goes, man, he said, you cannot see those spots from that machine up there. And I said, you're right. So when I mark my stands, I got them up there about 8 or 10 feet. They can see them. It's a big spot, you can see it a long way. One thing you can do is do an understory burn. If you plan it, I'm a big proponent of doing burns. We have ours set up to where we've got 3 stands of bigger timber that's just about 100 acres. One of them's like 85, one of them's 90, and one's 105. But we burn, wildlife managers say you want to burn about every 3 years. So I have 3 blocks, and we burn a block every year. We just rotate around. Gives the deer different habitat, gives the turkeys different habitat. But if you got a timber buyer coming to look at your timber sale, it's a whole lot easier to walk through a stand of timber like this than and getting cut and ripped up. So that's just one thing you can do to kind of make the sale a little bit more appealing. How are you going to sell your timber? You're going to do a lump sum sale. You're going to do what we call pay as cut by the ton. 2 primary ways to do it. Before 2008, all our log sales, not so much pulpwood, we just kind of get someone to cut it, but our log sales were marked sales, and we did bid sales on everything across the board. And it was 9.5 times out of 10 lump sum sales. They paid you for the timber up front. After 2008, everything changed. Everything changed in the timber business. Mills were gone. We didn't have the big mills that would buy. We used to have a big mill at Spring Hill, IP. They bought everything. We don't have the big mills, and they would buy the timber directly. They would. If IP bought it, they write you a check today, and boom, you're done. We don't have those anymore. You got the smaller guys that buy timber, and then what they have to do, they don't own a mill. They got their logging costs and all this. They have these contracts with these mills. They buy it from you, and then they have to take it to the mill. Most of them make it on the cut, bank, and haul in there. Most everybody is doing pay as cut sales. And the reason we don't do lump sums so much is because the loggers, the guy that's buying the timber, is not the IP with a pocket that goes way down to here. They have to, number one, borrow the money.